What's up, Buttercups?
Hey,
Look at Jade just chilling over here.
Hey,
Like, scrolling on her phone like she got nothing to do. You got the thing. Let's go.
What's up, Buttercup? Q&A
Monday.
Monday.
Q&A Monday.
Yes.
I was just going to say Monday, but it's so much more than that.
It is a great day. Today is a great
Love
day.
is hello. Moon Mojo in the house. Mr. Marvelous.
Mr.
Hello,
Marvelous.
And my love, Judith.
Good
to see you.
Love
oh my
is.
God.
Thank you guys so much for joining us
Happy
here
Monday.
on another Q&A Monday. It has been a minute.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, we've been a hot mess, and now we're
basically, yes.
we're back and we're ready, and we are excited to be here.
And we are jumping right in with the questions. Amy, my God, two cats have liquid diarrhea for almost a week. They won't eat pumpkin, or ground turkey, or some other things. They want their Aruba wet food. Fecal samples came back negative
for parasites. Okay, Amy.
I'm afraid it's IBD. I've spent endless hours using your resources. I'm waiting for Feline Essential shipment to arrive. What can I do in the meantime? Diagel is arriving.
I was going to say Diagel.
Diagel is your best.
Great.
option.
So Diagel is like a one and done. So it is one of those that instead of using something like very detrimental, like a metronidazole, we're using a more natural product that can help stop that diarrhea. So we can save ourselves from dehydration, right? Which is important.
Which is, yeah.
Then what we can do is we can start mixing in a little bit of their Weruva with maybe a little bit of that pumpkin, right? Even if it's just a tiny amount, every little bit helps. Espoulardi, slippery elm, also very, very helpful. You can get them both. I bought them both at Sprouts for Madison when she was just in the last week, was it last week or the week before?
Week before.
I don't know what time it is. Where she was just in the hospital for pancreatitis
and we got
that obstruction
for people, and we just give her a half a cap. We open it up. It's the little thing.
I'll grab it for you.
Yeah, and we just put a half a capsule in to her supplements every day. Oh my God, Roberta is in the house. Aloha to you, my love. And Melanie is here. Go Balls! Melanie wrote this incredible article on us.
Go Balls!
I feel
this is almost an orange drink.
So spoiled. You are such a wordsmith. I love you so much.
This I not like we're not representing any kind of brands or anything like that. I don't know if this is. I don't even know what brand this is. Jarro. But this is what we got at Sprouts for our Madison. Also super helpful.
Yeah. And these are just those little capsules. In fact, I put half a capsule in her supplements today. It's the kind that you can just kind of twist off and put, and then I put it back in here. So there's already half.
Why did you do that?
I don't know why I did that, but it's in there somewhere. We'll use it. That's fine. But yeah, and reach out to us. Yeah.
And the IBD kit is going to go a long ways. It takes time. If this is what you think that it is, right? If we're dealing with an irritable bowel issue, and switching up the diet, slowly figuring these things out. All of these are things that we don't necessarily have to do right now. We just have to start to incorporate the different things, the different supplements that can start to rebuild that gut, because the gut needs to be restored. And we don't know exactly what might have caused that. DM us or shoot us an email or a text message. We're available everywhere. So just reach out to us. And we can go through, we have a guide on IBD. I don't know if you've already seen that, but we have a guide on IBD written by a few beautiful veterinarians, actually. And their step-by-step diet recommendations, supplement recommendations, things like that. And then we can also just ask more questions and get a better answer, and we could refer you to
but I feel like
a virtual veterinarian too that could help.
The clock's ticking and there's diarrhea happening, so I'm glad you're getting Diagel tomorrow to help with that.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to D in the house, Mr. Milligan in the house, Amber's in the house with a question. Hold on, I'm going to go back to Love Is said my cat has gingivitis, inflammation, and staining. So I have his teeth cleaned every 4 months. Recently, his paperwork said he has FORL, a lesion forming on premolar. What does this mean? Solution.
Oh,
We might have to ask some of our resources for.
Yeah, I actually just did a lookup on this like last week. I don't know if it was you that reached out to us or someone else that's also dealing with the resorptive lesions, right? And it's not that. So the person that reached out to me said, she saw that the interview with Emily, with Dr. Emily Stein, and she said, I'm really scared because I don't want to remove the teeth, because removing the teeth means less years of life because of what Emily said. But sometimes it's necessary, right? Like, so our Friday was in literally just like, I don't know, this year at some point. Maybe it was February, but
it was February because we went for the.
Feels like it was like yesterday.
I know. It was February.
But she had a resorptive tooth. Not FORL, but she had a resorptive tooth, and we did have it removed because it was what needed to be done at that point, right? Then we can go from there with amazing products like teeth, where we can help rebuild the microbiome of the mouth. There's so many other things that we can do. Brushing teeth. There's diet plays a huge role in their overall dental health. We have amazing podcast that we did with Dr. Katie Kangas, I believe.
She is a superstar.
She is such a superstar.
She is.
Love her so much. On dental disease and cats. She is really, really, really good at dental health and pets.
Yeah, actually, it'll be on
YouTube. But you can reach out to us and we'll send you the link.
We can send you the link. Patrice, hello, love. Our babies are doing so good. We're working on a little rash with Jack right now. My God, the sibling set is a little handful, but Madison is doing so good. Hello, Jessica. Vici said, when me and my wife are upstairs for a while, a cat will wake up downstairs and she'll start meowing very loudly, but she won't come upstairs even though she wants us to come down very badly.
We have the same issue.
We have that same issue with
We have the exact same issue.
Like, so
we're here with you. We are here with you. We feel your pain. We feel how hard it feels when they're crying so hard. And then you come downstairs and all they do is look at you.
They just want you to sit down.
Because they're not going to come upstairs and your bed is upstairs. So you need to go back to bed. It's hard. It's hard. We get it.
It's tough.
I will tell you from a behaviorist, I'm not a behaviorist, but from our behaviorist, thecatbehaviorist.com, from the behaviorist perspective, ignoring it is the best that you can do. And that is what we do now. I mean, as much as possible, we do yell her name.
Baby,
we're like,
talking about you.
Come upstairs.
Come up, we're talking about you.
Come on, baby girl.
Yes,
sometimes she's starting to get brave. This little brave heart right
This is
here.
our girl. She's doing so good. Come here, Angel.
She's starting to get brave, and she's starting to come up a little bit more. But I mean, I'm talking years.
Amber said, when is an increase in water intake something to worry about? Litter box use has not changed. Little meows about the house and a bit of squeaky voice for feeling paranoid. I would feel paranoid a little, but that's me, right? I feel like we're kind of on the same page there.
Yeah, I feel like so there's a difference between, and Amber, we know you're beautiful cricket, right? Like we know you're a baby. So we know that she's being fed a great diet and a moisture rich diet and all the stuff and things. We know, and you know, because you're the helicopter cat mom like us. So you know when your kitty is excessively drinking versus just drinking a little bit more, right? Sometimes the weather will make them drink a little bit more. For us, Zorro never drank water. Literally, we never saw him in the first
this year.
6 years of his life. We never saw him drink water until we started adding Teeth for Life, until we started adding teeth into their water bowls.
And of course, it freaked us out. I took a video because I was like, oh my God, what is happening to Zorro?
Most cats are like, you added something to my water.
So my advice would be this. If you're noticing an increase in water intake and you are helicopter about everything else, I would just make a note of it. Like what I do, especially like when Madison just came home from the hospital, I took a picture of every one of her pee clumps, every poop that she had. I want to be aware. I want to catch any subtle changes. So take a picture, make a note on your phone, just kind of journal it, right? And then step away from it. When I have to physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually say, okay, this is something I would never have even noticed if I wasn't
20 years
paranoid
ago.
or had PTSD about certain things, right? So I just put the control into, I'm going to document this. There's nothing, you're not going to rush to the emergency room because like, I think my cat drank three times today. You know what I mean? Like I have to bring my logical sense back and say, okay, I'm going to document this. I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay attention to everything else, but I'm not going to be like, ooh.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get
your
rid
energy
of that
matters so much in the process, right? Like, you know that.
When I say try, it doesn't always work. So Amber, I'm here for you.
No, it definitely doesn't work, especially with her.
Anyway, Carol, Martini, my cat says, hi, Martini.
Listen to what she says, not what she does.
I'm working on it, Amber. I'm working on it. It helps so much, my cat, when that's looking out the window. Oh, Carol, great. Mr. Marvelous said, my cat has been putting weight on, and I don't know why. He gets 2 cans of Tiki Cat Wet and very little Hill's Science Diet prescription when my other cat doesn't eat all of it. And at night, Hydrocare. Okay, so I would be...
So Tiki Cat just recently sold out to Mars. So their ingredients are most definitely changed, right? So they just recently, I think this year, I don't know what year it is, but no, really that long ago? No way. Anyway, they recently sold. So they're no longer a company that, like, they're no longer a food that we recommend.
Because also we don't recommend pretty good on the more affordable end of better quality wet foods.
Yeah.
So I would, if you can, maybe start looking into another brand like Identity Pet or even
something that's lower in carbs, because they're gonna when these companies, guys, we have been in this industry for 20 years now, 20 years this year. When we have seen one of these larger, big candy bar, toothpaste corporations buy out these smaller companies, what we always see is that they now have more fillers and cheaper ingredients in the food so that they can sell low, or buy low, sell high, right? So that's kind of just like a change that happens, that it's not on any of us to...
It's just something that
it is actually on all of us to keep up with this stuff. And we don't have to we just have to know the brands that we're feeding and know who owns the brands that we're feeding. If everything's been absolutely the same and you haven't changed brands or anything like that, and all of a sudden your cat is gaining weight, there were a few things that we want to look at. One is exercise levels. One is glucose levels. One is diet. And probably number one is diet, right? Like, where is the food coming from? Where is it sourced? What ingredients have changed? What are we feeding now versus what we were feeding? And then I also, Mr. Marvelous, would love for you to just reach out to us personally, because I'd like to talk to you about the prescription diet too. Okay.
Yes. I want to raise a glass real quick. Lisa's here. Good evening to you, my love.
Lisa,
can we all raise a glass to her sweet Ellie, who was this beautiful Great Dane that joined us on almost every VIP Zoom
for many,
sweet, gentle,
many years.
Sweet giant. And Ellie just passed. And we're just sending you a big hug tonight. We love you so much.
Love you.
Sandy Cat said, I just remembered, how often can I feed cooked fish? Thanks. First question would be, what kind of fish? Secondly, are they getting a good quality balanced diet? You can't just, be like, I remember someone came and said, like, I've been feeding my cat tuna for the last 2 years. Tuna is a really big fish, has a lot of contaminants in it. It makes a big difference where it's sourced, how it's caught, all that kind of stuff.
It's fine in moderation. If we're going to do these small amounts, like a trickery type thing to get our cat.
Like we've been doing that with.
We use sardines, which are smaller fish, but we would use tuna if that was needed. That we would use tuna water is what we typically do to put on a food that we need our cats to eat, but they're not eating, or a small amount of tuna. Absolutely fine. But over time, you just want to, the studies are clear that these fish-based diets are directly related to hyperthyroidism in cats, right? And there's other things as well, but one of the main things is the fish-based diets. So we just want to everything in moderation, right? Like it's not horrible to feed your cats fish, but do we want to feed them fish every day?
Right.
No. And do
Switch it
we,
up.
yeah, like we want to switch it up as much as
I
possible.
think especially if fish is a fan favorite in your house, I will keep it as that's an ace in your pocket for when you do have to give extra supplements, when you do have to give them a medication. That is your high value treat. It is something that you use for very special occasions, like birthdays and medicine.
Rob,
Mr.
bad
Melvin.
breath question. Once in a while, Mickey's breath takes on the quality of a biblical evil. Lasts for a day or so, then reverts back to something less apocalyptic. Using teeth, dread brushing.
Oh,
Rob,
Mickey.
So Rob, honestly, like I would get Mickey's teeth checked as as quickly as you can if there's no pain and
no issues eating or anything like that. But it's crazy how this stuff can start. It's like with Jack. I just said to Jay today, we've got to get him in. We've got to get his teeth checked. He's dealing with this rash. We don't know what's causing it.
We're trying to rule out all the stuff and things, but we have known that
since
he was a kitten, when he came to us at like 6 weeks old, him and Madison had like red lines on their gums. So
which they were like, oh, we're going to be looking at a full extraction. No,
no,
they're both doing really well, but I definitely need to get his.
But dental health is so important. Like the microbiome of the mouth. It's like the first, what is it that Emily says and Rita says too?
Oh, it's the first, it's its own microbiome. It's the gateway to health.
It's the gateway, right? So everything that's happening in the mouth is going to affect the rest of the body, the rest of the organs, all kinds of things. So dental health is super important in our cats. And I think the stats show that like 70% of cats by the age of 3 will end up with dental disease. 90% of cats by the age of 7 will end up with dental disease. So it's like, it's a really important thing. It's a thing.
Right. Ariel, our 7-year-old female baby has developed 2 bladder stones, which we are having removed soon. Going forward, the vet, of course, wants her on a prescription diet, but she's highly allergic to corn. She already only eats wet food from Aruba, so not sure how much better we can do. So it's possible.
There's so much. There's so much better that we can do.
Yes. There are a lot of great wet foods out there.
There are so many resources out there, and so many, like, regardless of the food that you're feeding, right? Like if you feed the best food that's going to help your cat's longevity and overall health and well-being, and then we can add in the things that are needed that these prescription diets often will put a little bit in.
As a supplement to help with the bladder issue,
or we can adjust the diet and to meet or we can adjust the diet to meet their nutritional requirements for that specific issue. But when it comes to especially urinary issues and prescription diets, we are we've
just seen way too much. So I would look at first of all, you want to keep your cat on a good moisture-rich food, especially if you're dealing with bladder issues. You can look at companies like Identity Pet. You can look at Raws that's out there. That's a pretty good brand. I mean, you can switch up from Waruva, and you can look at adding in whatever supplement, ask them when they say, because of course they're going to want to send you home with a bag. And that is because they are trying to help. And that is what they know. Ask them, what is it in this prescription diet that makes it a bladder prescription? And if they can't identify what that supplement is, I think we were just talking about this on Instagram. It's usually methionine. Methionine. If it's something like that, then say, I'm going to try to start. I'm going to try to supplement with a bladder with a more moisture-rich diet. I mean, reach out to us. Let us know how it goes. I know how scary
it is.
These situations are.
But reach out to us because we've been through it and we've been doing this for 10 years specifically for cats.
Judith, that was such a sweet snap of the two kitties sleep. Isn't that crazy? I love Annie Banani.
Oh
and you know what you didn't see was earlier, Friday actually came and had undercover snuggles with me. So we had 3 of them. And that was amazing. Nolene, cool name. I probably didn't say it right, but very cool name. My cat began developing black spots on his nose day after rabies shot 4 years ago. I never had them redone. My vet said it isn't relevant. He has no other issues, but have you ever heard of such a thing? They come and go now every few months. Black spots on the nose.
I don't know specifically, but the fact that you were able to that you were able to directly relate it to the rabies shots is phenomenal. Good on you for paying attention to that, because there are so many side effects that you won't even see on the vaccine itself when it comes to rabies or any of these vaccines for that matter. I would recommend a detox. And I know that it's been 4 years for our cat. We didn't learn about the detox until like 6 years later. Yeah. And we were like, will it still work? Turns out homeopathy is absolutely amazing. The homeopathic remedy that you'll need, and you can pick this up at like Whole Foods or Sprouts or something like that, or online. You can get it on Amazon too, is Lyssin, Lyssin. You can reach out to us. I think we have a protocol for the rabies vaccine that we can send to you on how to use that, how to dissolve it in a little bit of water, how to give it to them, how often to give it to them. It's the protocol that we took for our cat 6 years later. So, but it helped greatly with those rabies vaccine side effects. So reach out to us.
Okay.
You were scrolling where did so fast. Like,
well, I was worried.
Your light already went off.
I know. What time is it? Oh, we are running out of time. Roberta, my love, I have a question regarding raw to my FIV positive kitty. Some say it's fine. Others say not to feed raw to FIV positive kitties. Your products are keeping my boys. We love your boys. Mahalo to you.
We love you so much, Roberta. Okay, so when it comes to raw, like this is a personal choice, right? So what you feel comfortable with, do what you feel comfortable with. A lot of veterinarians will say, if you're not comfortable, feed a raw diet that is like HPP'd, right? Like high pressure pasteurized or high pressure processed. That they take certain measures to remove bacteria from the diet. When your cat has, now you're using our products, your cat probably still has like a great strong immune system. That's key with an FIV kitty, is just keeping that immune system strong. Once we support that immune system, then we have less to worry about with other things. But diet is also going to support that immune system, right? So we want to get them on the best diet possible without having to worry about the not side effects, but like have to worry about the issues that could come along with feeding a diet that might have bacteria in it, right? They might be more susceptible to bacteria. So you can do an HPP diet, raw diet. You can do a gently cooked diet, still fresh, but gently cooked. And that's all great. For me personally, if we're feeding an FIV kitty and we are supplementing them to support their immune system, I would still give them a raw diet. The raw diet, the raw diets that we feed, I would still feel comfortable giving all of them. Some of them are HPP, some of them are not. Some of them are gently cooked, but I would still feel comfortable doing that. And I would highly recommend that to support that immune system.
I think that was a good answer. Patrice, do you guys use one of those? Did you
fall asleep?
No, I mean, it's a hard topic because there's so much fear around it.
Yeah.
So I think you did a good job of handling it. I'm just saying.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, Roberta, for the question. Do you guys use one of those indicator litters? What do you use, please? And thank you. Okay, first of all, we don't use one of the indicator litters. Those are the litters that change color when there's blood in the urine or when the pH is too high. Mainly because when it first came out, we contacted the manufacturer to find out what was in the litter.
Everybody was asking us
that would do that, and they said the chemicals were obviously proprietary. But over time, we're not willing to expose
like
our cats to proprietary
chemicals.
chemicals that they're going to be licking off themselves. I do understand that can work really well for people that are in an acute situation where they really need to keep an eye on the pH or see if there's blood in the urine. I can see that temporarily. The litters that we use right now, we use Catalyst litter, which is a wood-based litter. We use a grassy litter from Pioneer Pet, Smart Cat, and I'm dabbling in, because we're having issues with our cats peeing, we want to find the litter that they will use. We are dabbling in an olive pit litter right now. So all natural litters that stay away from the clay and the chemicals. Jamie, just opening my order because I had too much. I had to get more kitty crack. My boys do not respond to other brands like they do yours. I also got one of your pillows and some boundless herbs from the garden.
Oh, wonderful.
Jamie.
Yeah, there's a huge difference when it comes to these herbs for our cats, whether it be catnip, silvervine, in a toy, in a spray, or as an herb. There's a huge difference between an organic versus a non-organic. And especially to our cats, right? Like the scent of it, the smell of it, and how they feel comfortable with it. There's a huge difference. So yay, that makes me so happy.
Hello, my 11-year-old cat started peeing just outside the box. It's only maybe a couple times every 2 weeks. Vet checked everything. All is good. That said, it's possible he's marking territory. Any suggestions to help him? Thanks so much, Stephanie. The first thing I would check, you got an 11-year-old. By the time cats are 10 or 11, you've got about 80 to 90% of them are starting to develop arthritis. So my question would be, what is the threshold like to get into the litter box? Is the litter box big enough for him to get in there and really kind of do his business? Or if he's feeling kind of off, is he going to not want to go through getting in the box? The other thing is, where is the litter box? I mean, I would definitely evaluate the environment first, especially, after the vet visit. Thank you for doing the vet visit first. To see if maybe it is the placement of it, or if it's like if you have a 2-story house and it's upstairs, and he gets all the way up to the litter box, doesn't quite make it in the litter box. And if he only has one litter box, try putting an extra one out for him. Trying to think. And the other environmental things that you can check are just to see if you notice any stray cats around the house. Sometimes that can trigger cats to be territorial. If none of those are an issue and you just need to mitigate the damage, then
contact Linda at thecatbehaviorist.com. Delph Blue said, have you ever heard of gas fireplace emissions have been suspect in cases of hypothyroidism? Absolutely. Yes. That's some of the most recent research, actually.
Wow.
About
Dana,
around that. Which is heartbreaking. Would it be possible, Stephanie Hubler said, would it be possible to talk about your mushroom products in an upcoming episode? Or is there a video already about them? There is a video already. So reach out to us and we will send that to you. And then, yes, we could talk about it.
Dana, one of my favorite humans, is here over the past.
Actually my favorite food on the planet.
6 months or so. Jasper started to lick the floor, both hard floor and carpet, in anticipation of feeding time. He only does it right before meals as they are getting prepped. I don't think it's pica situation as he's not eating weird things, or pica, throughout the day, but I get concerned with him ingesting carpet fibers, and he has occasionally had hairballs with my hair.
Oh, Dana.
I support his digestion, but anything I can do to get him to stop.
So I wonder, Dana, are you feeding multiple different, is Jasper eating like multiple different brands, or is Jasper like I want this one brand? Because I ask that because sometimes cats and dogs will start to lick things. This happens a lot with cats that are licking litter, right? Because they need different nutrients. They're hungry, but they're looking for nutrients that maybe are not in the food. That I don't know what like. He's not licking rocks or anything. He's licking
the floor,
carpet. But I mean, what does he have, right? So,
do you have cat grass? Because Zorro does this.
That's a great idea.
While every meal is getting prepped, he jumps up and he
his
eats
appetizer. It's his appetizer.
His hors d'oeuvre.
His hors d'oeuvre before every meal is he jumps up and nibbles on some cat grass. That's a great idea.
Because Zorro does that too.
Brilliant.
He's ready, but he has to wait.
He has to wait because I have to warm up and I have to do my stretches.
Reach out to us though. I want to know what's going on with Jasper.
Okay, guys, we have to wrap up. Oh my God.
You guys, I'm so
There's
sorry
so
we
many
missed.
questions here. I'm so sorry we missed so many of you, but Sissy has to go to sleep.
We all do.
She has
Today has been a
on
Monday,
the
but Sissy has been working. Jay's been up since 2:30 this morning. Sissy has been working since about 5 a.m.
So we all need to go to sleep.
Jack.
Here he is.
Mr. Milligan said, don't make any rash decisions about Jack. See what I did there? I love you, Mr. Milligan.
Oh my God. We love all of you guys. Thank you so much for joining us
out
on Q&A Monday, guys. This Wednesday, we are very excited. I just actually in the bed on my phone at like 5 o'clock this morning, landed Karen Dendy Smith for our podcast in 2 days, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. She is the founder of Animal Communication Collective. You guys know her and love her. We're not going to be doing readings. Instead, we're going to be picking her brain about how she does the energy work that she does and how she understands how this all works. So it's going to be a very interesting and amazing podcast, and we're super excited about it.
I have so many questions.
We do. We have so many questions. So so join us on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern for Back in the Closet with the Two Crazy Cat Ladies right here on YouTube and Facebook. So we will see you guys very soon. Thank you for joining us
so much. Thanks for hanging out. Happy Monday. Give your baby some